Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where normally there's a panel of real estate experts to share with you about what's happening within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. But tonight you've just got me. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida and Motion Realty. Happy to hang out with you. And before we get into it, let's at least cue the theme song. All right. Well, this is all for you. Just keeping you updated on the what's going on with Disney and the parks, what's going on with real estate in the Central Florida area, any just public news stories. So, yeah, if it's also about viewer engagement. If you want to say hi, let us know where you're watching from. More than happy to say hello to you. Feel free to chime in with any questions. You're never interrupting me. So, with that, maybe I'll just throw it over to our first topic of interest. I always like to start it with something fun. It was actually Virginia on the show who's Cinderella, who kind of started that tradition, and I like it. So hold on, let's pull this up. So level 99 is a new attraction that will be coming to Disney Springs, and it's quite intensive actually. So this is like a grown-up gaming venue at Disney Springs. And we all know that in level 99 replaces the NBA experience, which opened in 2019 to what they're calling a poor reception, ultimately closed in 2020. Maybe it just wasn't entirely the NBA's fault, since kind of how things were going in 2020 for these kinds of let's get lots of people together experiences. But the NBA experience replaced Disney Quest, another gaming venue that was more aimed at kids. So from what I can see, I'm pulling up the Instagram here for the lively level 99 experience. Apparently there's 4 of these things, and this one's going to be the biggest one that they've ever done for Orlando. So it's going to be on the west side. And this kind of just screams like it's basically those escape room attractions. Like you get together and there's all these like virtual obstacle courses that you do with your friends, and you gain points and you compete. And these things will light up and you have to tap the colors before the time runs out. This has just been such a great young adults get together for some activities, or just like date night for just something that's more fun than just hitting the bars. But this place, level 99, is actually going to have some bars on it as well. And these are some really fun, lively attractions. Where the crew? Okay, I see the comment from Stadler and Waldorf. Great Muppet reference. Those might be 2 of my favorite Muppets. You just missed. I was explaining they got the Virginia Carlson and Sue Koptiev. They had other engagements tonight. They couldn't be here, so it's just me, Elijah, the Prince of Real Estate. Is this good for kids? I would assume so. This seems to be kid-friendly activities, even though they seem to be leaning really hard into the marketing for the young adults and older teens. Like, I do not see a little kid anywhere in here. But like, if you see this, they're trying to duck under the laser beams. They're trying to tap the light up switches. They're trying to dodge the swinging axes that you can see here. So it's kind of like, these are definitely kid-friendly activities, and I don't see anything that's about prohibiting them. So that's a very good question. It's like 4,500 square feet, and it says it was going to bring 150 new jobs. So that's cool. Basically, the concept announced May 7th will open its doors this summer, so it's coming soon. And basically, you can check out level99.com if you want to actually apply for a job there, or just see more about what this place is. Looks fun. I mean, it looks like something I could see myself doing for sure. But yeah, so basically there is a 2-story bar that will feature there'll be a central feature by glowing rings of neon light visible throughout the venue. So it says is not alone in being a new addition to the lineup at Disney Springs this year. This reported in January that Gideon's Bakehouse, the widely popular homegrown cookie brand, will expand with a new concept called Six Ravens to set open later this year in near its current Disney Springs location. So I guess, if you go to Gideon's, there's the lines for those cookies. I've never seen such lines for just cookies. Makes you wonder what they put in them. But I'll definitely, if they are so popular, I want to see what else they can do. So yeah, I'll check out Six Ravens for sure. And let me know as well. Like, do you have experience with escape rooms? Have you ever done that activity? I did it for like the first time at I think it was called Activate in the Orlando area. It was cool, definitely cool with a group of other young adults, or I guess at my age, I'm a proper adult now, but I'll call myself a young adult if you'll let me get away with it. Another update here, Downtown Winter Garden, still staying in that near that ballpark around, not too far from Disney. Basically, they're just saying that they had some plans for a mixed use development that have been scrapped for now. 1.6 acre property is now hitting the market amid growing investor interest in the area. So basically this land was purchased for 1.275 million in 2022. They're still figuring out what to do with it. So that's referring to this this place here, good size lot next to Daniel's Cheesecake. Cheese steak house. I got dessert on the brain. Cheesesteak's good too. But yeah, if you've ever tried that place, let me know. I have not. But this looks like a good amount of land that, it seems conducive to a mixed use development. But we'll see what comes of it later. So it sounds like they were trying to set something up, but maybe even like a salon. But basically, restaurant, retail, office. There's interest, but pricing seems to be the obstacle on getting this done. So yeah, if this gets filled in with any updates anytime soon, we'll keep you posted on all things that are happening near Winter Garden. Love that area. Let us know if you got a favorite stop around the Plant Street. And we'll just kind of bring things over to the discussion of the real estate side of things. From listingreports.com, they just wanted to remind you that there's 4 things that can outweigh a slightly higher interest rate. So we know that ever since 2022 or so, the interest rates were just starting to leave the honeymoon phase when they were at their record lows during the pandemic and before. So suddenly that became a factor with people hesitating to buy because they had that sort of price memory or interest rate memory on buying a house. But there are some things that they're saying here that if the interest rate is a little higher, there's some things that you can keep in mind that can offset that. Home price appreciation is one. Equity growth over time, that's kind of tied hand in hand with home price appreciation. Oh, I see what they're saying. If you wait, the home is going to continue to appreciate. So, then the price memory will be about the home itself, not just about the interest rate that was lower. So equity growth is over time that you will enjoy once you actually secure the home. Monthly payment stability versus rent increases. That definitely is a factor. I've just, been hearing more and more renters have been calling lately saying that just landlords were just looking at their gas bill at the pump and said, I got to raise the rent, and, it's kind of hard not to see where they're coming from, but no one likes that. And then getting into the market earlier, time in the market versus timing the market. Of course, the house, generally real estate is something that continues to appreciate over time, especially if you pick a good neighborhood. That's something that you really need to consult with us as your real estate experts. We can do is kind of just look at the past history, not of just your home, but homes in the general area. Like how have the homes prices been over the past 5, 10, 15 years? Have we seen that appreciation in that neighborhood? If that, hey, if it's the perfect place you always wanted to live, great. But a lot of people do think of it in terms of what's it going to be like when I sell? Because I think the statistics show people stay in a home for 4 to 7 years typically. So definitely want to keep in mind about appreciation. So yeah, I mean, interest rates, not the end of the world. And the good news is in most cases, you can refinance. Found this article about Southwest Airlines adding 3 nonstop routes from Orlando, expands 17 existing flights. Yeah, Orlando Airport is just getting better and better. And it's just great to see that they make this an easier place to visit and boost our economy. So basically, we'll add 3 new nonstop routes from Orlando starting June. Spirit Airlines kind of threw the world for a curveball with its closure on May 2nd. It created expansion opportunities for the other airlines. So Southwest is the one that's kind of filling in the gap for our Central Florida airport that will operate more than 200 daily departures from Orlando in 2027. Yeah, let us know if you have any thoughts about what happened to Spirit, or if that was an airline that you routinely booked for any reason. But it sounds like, yeah, beginning in June, more to Austin, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, Louisville, Kentucky, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Nashville, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So yeah, lots of places where we hear people watch the show from and who call in trying to schedule properties from. So the largest ever Orlando schedule for Southwest since they started in '96. All right, yeah. So let us know what you think about Southwest too, Busy. Do you like them? Weird experience with Southwest. The few times that I rode on them years ago, I had singing flight attendants, and I don't think this is like a normal thing that they do, but they just like burst into song. Like I remember, "We love you, you love us. We're much faster than the bus, and we hope you enjoyed our hospitality. Marry one of us, and you fly free." That's one of the benefits, right? Being a married to flight attendant. Just like I think like if you're in with a Disney cast member, you can get in the parks for free. So something to keep in mind. And I also wanted to throw things over to a cool event. Just let you know that fun things are always happening in Central Florida. Candlelight, the best of Hans Zimmer. Now, if anyone like is said to be given John Williams, the famous movie composer, a run for his money, most people say Hans Zimmer. And it's kind of crazy when you pull up like the IMDb or the Letterbox and accounts and just see how many movies these people have touched. It is incredible. But candlelight concerts bring the magic of a live, multi-sensory musical experience to locations like never seen before in Orlando. So you can get in on this event that's for the music of Hans Zimmer at the Azalea Lodge in Mead Gardens, Orlando. The gentle glow of candlelight. So hey, I mean, I kind of like to get down to some of those like orchestral performances. Sometimes I like to go to the Dr. Phillips Center and see if they would have some video game soundtrack themed ones. So these are cool, and it's just like you can remind that he's been in on the Dark Knight, like the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogies, music, Gladiator, Dune, like those have been huge. And of course, for Disney fanatics, he is the one who brought the iconic music into the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, amongst many, many more. So that's pretty cool. Candlelight sounds fun. And with that, when it's just me hosting the show, a little bit truncated experience. We'll definitely get Virginia and Sue back on in the future. I'm trying to make sure I got to everyone's comments. If you have any last-minute questions, feel free to shoot them to me in the chat. Otherwise, of course, that's why my phone number's here. You can always reach out, give me a call for any questions about real estate. We do, like on the Monday night, we start breaking down the actual real estate market, listing by listing, for what's been buying and selling and pending in Celebration, Florida. But we are all about that 25-mile radius Cinderella's Castle, just trying to get you to live near Disney. Happy to do it. Business has been picking up. We've been getting to know a lot more people, and it's been awesome to get some more traction, get some more buyers and sellers connected, and bring the magic to your daily life. And with that, I would just say, appreciate if you hit the like button. If you subscribe, we're on the path to 10,000 subscribers, and you can help us get us there. You can really boost us to be able to expand on how much we can deliver to you with this channel and the content. So appreciate that. We're going to try to serve you our best. I'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out, and we'll catch you on Friday as well, 1:30. Take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.